All right, guys, what's going on? How's everyone doing today? We got Alphonse in the house. Kenya representing. What's up? What's up, Alpha? So it's 7:40 a.m. Tuesday morning. A little bit of a late start for me. Tuesday mornings are really busy for me on a coaching side of things. I do online coaching, so I had a client from America just now. I have a client in London earlier. I wasn't able to do my normal 6:30 live stream, but that's only on my Tuesday mornings. And then we have this is one of Australia's biggest sporting events today. It's called the Melbourne Cup. So it's like it's a very, nationalistic race. It's kind of like equivalent to the Kentucky Derby. Everybody dresses up in really, fine attire. The ladies wear nice hats. The men, I'm wearing a bow tie, so I have that in a few hours. So I'm not going to be able to go live again today. After this live stream, though, I will be uploading my breakdown of May Soliman versus Jasmine Parr. That fight goes down Friday in Australia. It's part of a card in Melbourne, so we're going to be covering that fight. I'm also uploading my Tiger Johnson versus Nick Flaz breakdown and fight. We got Virgil versus Lubin. I want to say rest in peace to Victor Conti. Victor Conti is the guy behind Snack. He was the guy, controversial figure. I think he came around. He came good later in his life. He was the guy who was involved with the Belco performance enhancing drugs case, the federal case. And then he ended up working for the feds, showing them his science and the research behind how to catch guys who are sort of like taking PEDs and that sort of thing. He passed away at 75, pancreatic cancer. RIP to Victor Conti. A couple years ago, I did a little documentary on Snack Sports, so I'm very well versed with his work. People would always try to push back. Oh, it's snack athletes, Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, snack athletes, Boo Boo Andrade. Bro, do your research. Victor came good second half of his life in terms of wanting to do the right thing with the ethics of performance enhancing and help. He was actually, if you guys ever seen the movie Catch Me If You Can, the story of Leonardo DiCaprio played a historical figure from the 1950s. His name will come to mind. But when he was a teen, he was like, um, you know, a very pronounced con artist, and he was only like 17 or 18 years old. And the feds were chasing him for years. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. This was before the internet, so he was forging checks, and he serves his time, but he eventually ended up getting a job with the FBI, helping in the check fraud department, catching people who were scamming. And so this isn't a new thing. This is something, if there's an expert in some sort of criminal activity and you catch that expert and he's a savant in breaking the law, it only makes sense to then offer him a deal to come work for the good guys to be able to catch the ones who are breaking the law. This was sort of akin to Victor Conti. I just want to say RIP. Wherever you guys are tapping in, we got Kenya in the house. We got Usyk. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Nice thumbnail too. Nice thumbnail. We're out here eating. What's good, Johnny? I appreciate the support. AED. Emirates, right? That's the, are you from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi? Wherever you're from, man, I welcome. I say welcome. I also really appreciate your support. So thank you. Guys, however you can support the channel, whether you like this video, you subscribe, you comment, you help the interaction here, I say thank you. Pinned in the comment section, join our Johnny Says Boxing Insider group. It's a membership on YouTube. You get access to our Discord. It's a couple bucks a month. There's a couple different levels of membership. Click the link to find out. I'm going to do my check-ins real quick. Tyrell Farron, what's crack-a-lackin'? What's up, PJ? PJ in the house. Yo, JJ, my brother. Good to see you back, PJ. Hopefully you're doing good. DJ Green, what's good, DJ? Let's get it. We got a big week, boys. It's already been a big week. You guys been seeing what's happening in the Discord? The boys, I'll put you on the game. I've been on fire with my picks. The boys put me on the spot yesterday with the NFL. They asked me on the spot. For my picks, we hit two in a row, so we're eating. We hit in the Philippines, we hit in Canada, we hit in the UK, and now we're hitting the American Football Channel. So the Discord isn't just boxing. I appreciate you boys. Tyrell says, Breaking Bad mentioned in the Discord that Victor Conti passed away. Just checked to myself. Yeah, sucks. What's good? Boxing fan, my guy. Reese Swift. Reese Swift. Gotta hit me up. Did you hit me up on WhatsApp, boxing fan? No, I just got we still need to do that because I want to run an idea by you, a little bit more of an entrepreneurial idea that you could be, a little bit more hands on with. Also want to make you an offer on it. So hit me up on the WhatsApp, boxing fan. DJ Green, big ass week, big ass mouth. Let's go. 100%, guys. We're gonna finish the year strong. November, it's always been a good month for me. We keep it positive. We got the holidays wherever you are in the world, whoever you're with. Um, however you support yourself, whoever supports you, uh, you come on this channel, you got support. I think the boys in the Discord know that, at least about me. So it's one of my favorite. Like I can't say it enough. The community we're building is my favorite thing. So I appreciate everybody here. Money Meech with his famous salutation. Mike D, what's cracking, Mike? Boxing fan, I hit you on that. Okay, I'll get to that. Yes. Oh, dog hunting. Guys, I did my breakdown. I'm uploading it. Jazzy Parr versus May. I initially was gonna go May, but I know May. It's just hard for me to get past the pedigree of Jazzy. One's 27, one's 22. Jazzy's really, really good, guys. This fight is down at her super flyweight division. May's coming down a division. She's still kind of new in the game. It's hard for me to get past Angie and John Wayne. I'm talking about Jazzy's parents. I told you guys yesterday on my live stream, you have one of the greatest North American female kickboxers ever marrying the greatest Australian Muay Thai fighter ever, and they have a kid, and that's Jazzy Parr. Like they couldn't have made a better combat sports athlete if they tried. So in terms of both ladies are going to be fit. They're both strong. They're both going to have a lot of volume. I actually, due to the size, I actually am giving the power advantage to May. But over, the 2-minute rounds, the volume, I think Jazz is going to be too much for her. I think, Jazzy's been in there with a legit world title as Shannon O'Connell, Shotgun Shannon, and lost a close decision. A lot of people think that Jazzy won that fight. And with May, she's still young. They're both really early in their careers, but Jazzy, she's been fighting since she was born. Whether it was Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, combat sports, she was born into this. So it's really hard for me to get past that. I'll bring the numbers up in a second. Chivo, let's talk about it. So guys, I do not like this is going to sound really yeah. I really don't like talking about myself too much. But when you ask me about the NFL, I am going to, I'm going to brag. I'm going to just show the receipts. I'm going to just show the receipts because it's not just me picking a winner with the NFL. I want to show you the story of how the winners got picked. I'm a storyteller. I'm an author. I'm a writer. I'm a narrator. I've done documentaries. I love the story of life, right? So even with our bets, our bet slips, our wins, our losses, every loss has a story. Every win has a story. Let me show you a story real quick. So if you remember PJ yesterday, you know what? I'm going to go here instead. I'm going to show you the Discord real quick, boys. The Discordians. I need to upgrade my laptop game, man. This is brand new. This screen, I got to get, because like once you have a device, even a Mac, once your Mac is like 3 or 4 years old, it's like ancient. So I need to get a new Mac. Okay, so bet slips. All right, we'll go here. All right, I'm going to tell you the story real quick. I'm proud. I'm proud of this story. You know what? F it. I'll do picks. I don't want to talk about it. Go to the Discord. You can see it. PJ switched back from Carlos. So PJ in the PJ the puppet. He was Muscles. Now he's back to PJ. What's up, Playboy? Philly in the house. You're a singer too. Oh yeah, I used to sing. I used to write and sing in a reggae band. I don't really talk about all that. But we'll put together. I'll put together a NFL ticket for you 5 time. Let's see. Maybe we'll do it right now. You guys want no boxing yet? You want to do NFL? The first 5 people to say it. What do you want me to do right now? Do you want me to go over like the boxing, or do you want to put together an NFL ticket? It's not bragging. It's facts. What do you do? The Discord members 100% sign up Discord. You'll make that money. Bomba clot. Yeah, Randall Light knows what time it is. I'm just waiting for there's 25 of you boys in it. You want to do NFL fast? All right, let's do this shit then, because I'm on a heater right now with the NFL. All right, Chivo says about we'll do NFL, guys. There's a game. I'll just show you my system then. So go to the Discord. You'll know I hit. I hit this 10-legger. So PJ, this was for PJ. PJ asked me to give him a ticket. I gave it to him. 10-legger. We hit plus 1363. As soon as that ticket hit, Lit the Castle says, "Hey Johnny, we need more NFL plays from you." Mike co-signed on it. I then say I'm with clients. This was yesterday. Ask and thou shalt receive. So I had just given them the 10-leg. So I give them this. This one only paid 237. This hit. So I'm on a heater with the NFL. Boxing, I'm on a heater. Let's just stay up, boys. Let's do our thing. Let's go to sports bet now. And I don't bet though like you guys bet. I see in the NFL, and this is why I don't partake a lot. And guys, this is why I don't partake a lot in betting on the NFL, because my style is a bit different than everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not picking money. Like, my style in boxing is way different than my style in American football. The last thing I'm ever going to do in American football is bet on winners. What I do in American football is bet on skill positions. So I played American football from the time I was 6 years old till I was 18. I played outside linebacker in a 4-3 defense in Northeast Ohio. I played quarterback from the time I was 8 until 18. We ran a power I offense, then a wing T offense. So, you know, I've watched it. Just because I don't talk about it, I've watched every single NFL game since I was a kid. I could tell you the starting offense, 1988 Cleveland Browns. Bernie Kosar was our quarterback. Webster Slaughter was our wide receiver. Ozzie Newsome was our tight end. We had a really good backfield. Kevin Mack came after Ernest Biner. We had a slot receiver named Brian Brennan. Our defense was on point. Reggie Langhorne played out. You know, he was a wide receiver. My point is, diehard Ohio State Buckeye fan. I'm a nerd with all this. I'm not just a nerd with boxing. I only focus on boxing. I could talk all day about American football, offense, defense strategies. I could do the same thing with basketball. I played basketball my entire life. I still play basketball. I only give you guys boxing, though. Okay? MMA. Been watching MMA since Jump. November 10th, 1993, the first ever UFC event held in Colorado. I've watched every UFC event, but I don't really share all that with you boys. My strategy with the NFL is skilled position, right? So we'll go, there's a game tonight, Arizona versus Dallas. So, you know, I never pick winners. I'm not a guy who's going to bet on the NFL and do money line wins. So here's what I do. We'll just do this together. So what I do is same game multis. And this is one where sports bet, the draw won't kill us. So if you click on same game multi there, and I never do touchdown. So I stay away from money line win, like who's going to win. I stay away from touchdown scores. I see a lot of people like winning money on touchdown score. I do skill position and strategy. So I bet on receiving yards, passing yards, rushing yards, pretty much it, right? If I do touchdowns, it would be a quarterback throwing a touchdown. So if a guy is a pocket passer, if he, you know, you look at the statistics, if he's known for having a good arm, like Dak Prescott today, Dak versus Kyler. So I would go to receiving yards first. And CD Lamb, you know, and I'm just nickel and diamond, boys. We'll go $1.18 here, 50, and I don't get greedy. So I'll go 50 plus yards, $1.18. Pickens, he's averaging 85. He should get 40 there. We're at $1.61. I'm trying to get to plus money first. What my goal is to add a couple same game multis with plus money. Marvin Harrison, he's due for a breakout game. Kyler Murray just needs time to throw the goddamn ball. Marvin Harrison, Ohio State Buckeye legend. His father was a legend. He's gonna break out. I'm not gonna bet on the breakout. He's averaging 56. See, I'll take him at $1.17. We'll do 30 yards. So we're at $2 already. 100 already gets me my money back plus 100. So I'm gonna add that. So boom. And we're gonna continue though. So we're gonna go back to same game multi. Click here. And now we start over. Now I'm gonna go rushing yards. Javonte, he got some wheels. He's averaging 79 on the season. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to go 40 yards, $1.18. I don't get greedy with this. We hit yesterday the play right before the Reds, the young fella got hurt. Washington's quarterback. I needed for my parlay to hit 150 pass yards, and the last play he hit for one. He threw a 4-yard pass, put him at 153. So it's always stressful. Zonovan Knight rushing yards. He averages 20. I'm not playing that. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell no. He's a newer running back. Dak Prescott averages 10. Nah. The thing about picking quarterbacks on the rushing stat is that you won't get paid out until the game ends, because if they get sacked, it goes against their total rush yards. So I'm going to add Javonte at 40 plus yards at $1.18. Let's go receptions. There's a couple good tight ends here. 6. Trey McBride, 5 receptions. CD Lamb. We got CD with receiving yards. For the good juju, I'm going to take CD. He's averaging 5 receptions a game. You know what? I'm going to stay away from that number. I like Ferguson at tight end. He's averaging 6. You know what? We'll go Jake for 4 catches at $1.25. Pickens is a dog. We'll go Pickens just $1.12 here. We'll add that to our bet slip. And then we'll keep going. And then I'm just going to add a couple, some quarterback. Passing yards. Dak Prescott. I'm going to go Dak for 225. So Jacoby Brissett is playing. So Kyler's not. I didn't even know this. Jacoby used to play for the Browns. He's an athletic quarterback. He's averaging 150. Yeah, no wonder these numbers are down. They're going to be down. He's going to have to pass the ball. I'm not going to take Jacoby on anything. What are we at? So 7 legs, 360. So 7 legs, 360. 100 gets you your money back plus 260. This is fun. Maybe do you guys want to get, see, I wouldn't get risky. I would just put 100 on this. It was gross. So this is it. I'll put this in the Discord, and then we're going to get to boxing because I don't have a lot of time today. You boys asked. This is what I get for hitting on the NFL. So I got CD Lamb, 50 plus yards. George Pickens, 40 plus yards. Marvin Harrison, 30 plus yards. Javonte Williams, 40 plus yards. Jake Ferguson, 4 plus receptions. Pickens, 3 plus receptions. And then Dak Prescott to throw for 225. That puts us at 360. You know what? I might do a touchdown just to get greedy. Let's get greedy. Might as well. and CD Lamb to score a touchdown. Okay, there it is. There it is. 100 gets you your money back plus 550 bucks. I'll post that in the Discord. We're gonna get to boxing. Somebody asked, okay, John T, let's do this. I want to get the boxing now. Sorry, boys. I'll put that in the Discord. So Joe T asks, who are you taking between Delonte and Nick? Um, I'll show you. These are my last 4 tickets, by the way. And if you guys on my YouTube, I have a new playlist, guys. It's called Unks vs. YNs. You guys asked for this. Shout out to Lit the Castle. I think it was Lit the Castle. I do breakdowns of street fights. This is Unks vs. YNs. I have a whole playlist. Virgil. By the way, guys, if you think Virgil went in there and beat the piss out of Madrimov, you're highly mistaken. Go rewatch the Madrimov fight. Virgil, and Madrimov was sick as hell in that fight. That's all I'm saying. This was all right. Here we go. All right, let's get to this. So Nick Flaz, Tiger Johnson. This will be Tiger Johnson's 3rd fight at 147, either his 3rd or 4th fight. His first fight at 47, he stopped Kendo Castaneda. Then he won a decision. Nick Flaz is a kid. He hasn't lost in like 5 or 6 years. He ended up getting knocked out early a few years ago. Hasn't lost since. I've broken down this fight ad nauseum in my own head. I've done my film study. I haven't uploaded my Stat Stone live video. But when you're looking at stylistic matchups on this fight, Nick Flaz is going to be on the front foot, pressure. He's going to throw volume. He's going to be in your face. He's going to want to do damage. Tiger Johnson, the more accurate puncher, more skilled. He's the technician. He has good feet. He has good speed. He has good punch placement. Something no one's talking about. He left his camp. So he was coached by named Coach Prestis in Ohio. So he's not only, no longer, I'm pretty sure no longer with Top Rank, but he also has a new camp. And there were flashes against Castaneda that I really liked. Him sitting down on his punches. I sent a message out to. I'm gonna play it for you. Actually, I'm gonna play it for you. Do you guys follow Ohio Runs Boxing? So first off, if you're not following Marcus, follow Marcus. Now, the reason why it says I'm not following him is because this isn't my personal Instagram page. I'm just using a separate page because I don't want to share a bunch of information on my Instagram with everybody. But you can see followed by Johnny Stavko, blah blah blah. This is Marcus. He's a savage. Dude, this dude is a savant. He's a wizard with all things boxing, but specifically Ohio boxers. So I'm going to play you a voice note. I talk to him all the time. This is what Marcus says about Tiger and Nick. For you here. Damn, we talk a lot. Okay, boom. What's up, big dog? Okay, here we go. It's a minute 50. You ready? Here we go. What's good, Johnny? I'm shocked. You still up, man? Night breed. I thought I am. I gotta work in the morning. I'm up. But first thing I'm gonna tap into I'm gonna tap into the Tiger. I think Tiger is in a position where a lot of people is doubting him, but I think he's earned that doubt because
he hasn't been stepping on people like we want him to, and I think that's up in the back of his mind. And between me and you, he's going into this fight. A lot of people don't know this. He fired his trainer, Prentice. Prentice Brewer. You know, out of Cleveland, and he's been in his career I think since he was the fifth or sixth fight of his career, and he took over for Safo. So he's coming in there with a chip on his shoulder. I like this fight too. I definitely like this fight. Nicholas is no pushover. I think Nicholas is going to push him. But to me, Tiger is the type of guy that he's one of those fighters that it's going to take a good fighter to push him into being great. It's going to really, he's got to have that fighter to really bring that out of him. And I think I've seen it in the amateurs with him when he went to the Olympics. He was fighting totally different than he was fighting when he was fighting against lower type of competition. It was like it was easy, but he wasn't working as hard. But in the end, once he started to go to the Olympics and fighting the qualifiers, you start to see that grit. You start to really see him really get mean with some of the guys that was skill for skill on his level. So I think he's just one of those type of fighters. So I don't feel I'm not shocked that certain people feel the way they feel about Tiger. He has a chip on his shoulder now, and I think he's going to be able to perform. He got a beautiful one too, good feet work, but he's definitely going to land that with Nicholas when they come to that fight.
So he sends me a bunch of other messages. The thing that I found, valuable, that I mean, every time he sends me messages, I find value in it. The changing of the coach. So he has a new coach, new promotions. People are like, why does that matter? Well, when a fighter's undefeated, I like to see a fighter make adjustments after a win. I always kind of get hesitant when fighters make coaching adjustments after a loss. Tiger hasn't lost yet. He made adjustments after a win. You mix that with the fact that, I don't want to say Top Rank was protecting him, but everybody I've spoken to within that Ohio network is saying that Tiger wanted this fight. This kid wants an aggressive front foot guy to show people how he handles it. So right now, let's look at the odds. Who's taking Nick? Right now, who's taking Nick? Who's taking Flaz over Tiger? So here are the odds. So Vegas taking Flaz over Tiger. Wow. I can't. Nick's still a dog here. I thought, you know what? I thought by now this would have evened out. I wouldn't be surprised. I hope this gets chopped up, what I say here. It's only Tuesday morning. I bet you by Friday these odds are flipped. Even when I put up a poll on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram. Who wins this fight, Nick or Tiger? 70% said Nick. There's a lot of Nick. That's why I called Marcus from Ohio Runs Boxing. I'm like, what are you seeing here? What are you seeing? I was like, because I was shocked when I did my Instagram poll that 70 some percent of people were picking Nick Flaz to beat Tiger. I was like, I wonder how much of that is the odds with wins over Jahai Tucker and Luke San. Yeah, the Luke San Maria fight was a good fight. Jahai Tucker, close decision. Now, I don't like doing that, Daniel. It's important for us to look at who they fought. Obviously, Daniel, you're on the money with that. It's important for us to look how they looked in their wins. It's important for us to look at their resume. This version of Nick Flaz is the best version. Nick, like I said, he's been undefeated for what, 5-6 years? When was his loss? He's looked great. I like Tiger here. I do. I like Tiger's timing. I like Tiger's accuracy. I like Tiger's counterboxing. I also like Tiger's technical defensive approach. And I think that sometimes Nick, with his aggression on his front foot, I don't want to call him predictable, but he tends to show you the same entrances over and over, and he tends to run onto things. And I feel that if he doesn't respect Tiger's power and he underestimates Tiger's power, this is going to sound crazy. I mean, Nick. I mean, we'll see. I really like Tiger Johnson in this fight, and I like him more and more the more I think about it. I initially was on Nick Flaz. The more I break the tape down, the more I watch, both of their fights, the stylistic matchups, that accuracy and timing with a boxer always works best when you have a guy coming on you, coming forward, pressing you, pushing you, forcing you to counter. That suits Tiger Johnson really well. It's a pro box card. The ring is small, and I think somebody would say there's an argument to be made that this suits both guys on paper without much thought. It suits the front forward slugger. How big was the ring with Zepeda versus Shakur? That wasn't a big ring, was it? And people were saying that smaller ring would suit the volume guy, would suit the front foot guy, but we saw what happened in that fight. It's not always the case. It's not always cut and dry. A smaller ring suits the volume front foot slugging guy. If that guy is defense is suspect, if he doesn't move his head, Nick, head movement, and he's fighting a good, clean, accurate puncher, Tiger doesn't waste much. He doesn't really, and I like Tiger's, I don't mind his approach. He's, what, Nick's now 30, 29, 30, Tiger's 27, third fight at 47. Big dude, big frame for the division as well, even at 47. Was cutting a lot of weight to make 40. Uh, I expect to see the best Tiger Johnson here. I think Nick Flaz is going to bring that out of him. I'm waiting for props to drop. I know the sexy pick right now is Tiger Johnson on points. Nick Flaz is tough as nails. Nick Flaz is going to do everything in his ability to win this fight. He's going to put himself at risk. He's going to put himself in danger. He's going to go out. He's a guy who goes out on his shield. I think people are sleeping on Tiger Johnson. You know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting a Tiger Johnson performance just as I was expecting Richardson Hitchens versus George Kambosos. So, people were kind of on me. I hit a lot. I won a lot of money on Hitchens to stop George. And now I know in hindsight, rear view, George, it was just George, blah, blah, blah. But when I said that Richardson was going to stop him, you guys weren't pushing back on me saying that it was just George. You were saying that Richardson Hitchens can't stop him because it's not his style. And I was like, no. I was like, he just hasn't grown in, evolved, been confident enough to use the tools that he has offensively. And we saw that. Hitchens' hand speed, Hitchens' jab. One of my favorite jabs in all of boxing is Hitchens' jab. And we saw what he did. So Tiger, similar to Hitchens before the George fight, is missing a viral moment, is missing a knockout viral moment. Will this be it? I'm waiting for props to drop. People are saying it's going to be close. I don't know, man. The more I think about the matchup, this might not be close. This might not be close. Hold on. No, nope. Joe T, take that back. Don't. I don't want anybody, guys. That's not what I'm doing here. I don't ever want anybody ever to take a bet just because I said. Please don't do that. That's not this channel. You might think it's this channel, and we win a lot, and a lot of boys do take my bets. And I'm not telling you, Joe, not to take my bets. But I don't like the verbiage. I don't like the word only. The word only bothers me. I'm only taking Tiger because of you. You bet him. You need to say, I'm taking Tiger because you bet him and the film study that I did, and I agree with you. I saw what oh, the big fella. He don't even need an introduction out here.
What's
Breaking
good?
Breaking Bad's in the house. I'm gonna before you get into it, I'm gonna type a comment to let everybody know it's your Breaking Bad's perspective. So we could clip this, you know what I mean?
Yep,
Are you, are you,
I actually just got done filming my breakdown.
all right, perfect. Give me a second.
Perfect.
Are you gonna break down Tiger?
Yeah, it's literally. I guess I'll just run inside. It's literally in the editing stage. I'm waiting for it to transcribe so I can cut it.
Okay, so I'm gonna highlight the comment. I'm gonna go Breaking Bad's perspective on Tiger versus Flaz, and then we could have this. You could have this soundbite, and then you could cut it up and put it on your channel.
Bet. Yeah, man. So I just want to I think it will be good to kind of get both perspectives. So it kind of seems like you're waiting for Tiger to get a knockout. Am I reading this right from you?
OHIO. Let's
And
go. Yeah.
I'm highly confident in Flaz gets it done by decision. I
Yeah,
think
good.
Flaz could even drop Tiger in the end. So I want us to give both perspectives to the people, and then so that way they can make their own,
Of
deductive reason.
course. Yes.
So a few things I saw against guys like Tariq Zana. I know I'm mispronouncing that name. Zaina was giving a lot of issues to Tiger Johnson on the inside, and Tariq has minimal feet, not as crafty feet as I think is someone like Nick Flaz. And Nick Flaz is the one thing that I saw against him in this fight, in his tape, a pillar of consistency. Holy hell, is he consistent? Consistently coming forward at angles, shifting out at angles. Yeah, he stands upright, exposes his chin, but he's consistently banging away to the body, banging away to the drum. He is always on you. He's like a fly on shit. Excuse my language, Johnny. I apologize. I know it's your channel.
Nah. What are you talking about?
But
Go for it, baby. Go for it.
and then we have someone like again Nick Flass who isn't deterred. Yes, he's hittable himself and he keeps his head on the center line, but he just has so many things that I like about him. Good punch variation. My favorite thing about watching this tape that I just loved. If you watch the Camacho fight, all right, by the way, too, as well, in his last 24 rounds, Nick Flaz, he hasn't lost a single round of those 24 rounds to me. Not one. 10 rounds versus Camacho, cleared him 10-0. Against Alfredo, cleared him 3-0 before knocking him out in the fourth. Luke Santamaria cleared him 4-0 before knocking him out in the fifth. And then who did he fight? The other dude that he knocked out in the fourth, Alan Sanchez, cleared him 3-0 before knocking him out in the fourth. 24 rounds to 0 on my scorecard in his last 24. If that's not confidence, I don't know what the hell is. I don't know what the hell is in that case here for you. He beat Chahai Tucker, who I think is the best opponent between either of these fighters by a country mile. Nick Flaz is only 29 years old, only getting better. There was one more main point. I don't have my notes in front of me. I'm sorry. I just did a whole breakdown, so my brain's all shook on it. But there was one more note that I wanted to note on it, too, as well, that I really liked about Nick Flaz. Just his confidence. He has this like kid-like mentality about him where he's sticking his tongue out like he's fighting on a schoolyard. I just really like him in this case. Now, Jahai Tucker, I think, not Jahai Tucker, I'm sorry. Tiger Johnson holds a high athleticism advantage, the way better jab, way better reaction timing. His rear uppercut's great. He's good at pulling you into traps, which Nick Flaz can be pulled into traps. But man, there was a lot to be desired against Yomar Alamo. He never shifted through the gears. Against Boa Chica. Like, what was up with that? And I know Boa Chica is the guy that knocked out Nick Flaz in round one, but I almost write out round one knockouts. Round one knockouts, I almost write them off. So all in all, with all of that said, I really like Nick Flaz to get it done by decision. I think it could be a close fight, but I just think Nick Flaz is going to, Tiger Johnson himself is going to be stuck on the back foot. He loves to fight on the back foot. Of all the tape I saw, it was only the Keon Castaneda fight that he truly took an effort to fight on the front foot. And it's like you love to bring up, and I love this quote, as you know, Bud Crawford, you're going to have to show me. And I think Nick Flaz, he about to show him, man. He's about to put a vet lesson. One thing that I did drop in my breakdown that I want to tell everyone that's watching live here too. This is a fun one. You can't bet on this, but just watch this. I guarantee Nick Flaz wins round 2, and I guarantee Tiger Johnson wins round 4, specifically those rounds. Go watch the tape. Tiger Johnson wins every round 4, and Nick Flaz goes through the gears in round 2. It is absolutely insane. Nick Flaz round 2, you can write it on the scorecard now. Tiger Johnson round 4, write it on the scorecard now. Now we have 8 rounds to decide.
So there it is. This is your up. So on paper, it's an upset. So is it Nick Flaz is your dog?
There's someone else I'm looking into as a dog this weekend that I think that I'm kind of having a hard time with the Stevens and Darius Fulgham fight. I think
David Stevens is live as hell in my opinion.
I think that's what I'm saying. So I think he could be maybe my dog of the week. I have to finish up my tape on that. But I mean, Flaz is technically a dog, but I'm pretty, I'm not a line mover, clearly, right? But I'm not going to doubt when a few more predictions come out that Nick Flaz is a favorite.
100. I agree with you on that. I said it earlier. I feel that as it's only Tuesday morning here in Sydney, I feel once we get to Thursday, Friday, these odds are going to flip. I guarantee people are going to look at. I
literally locked in 2 units on it right when I was done with my tape because I knew it. I got it at plus 115.
Yeah, this is exactly the move, guys. If you are high on Nick to win, you put your bet in right now. This 100% what's going to happen. We saw this a couple weeks ago when the lines flip-flopped on, I think it was a fight that was taking place in Japan, or the Kamado card.
You
Kameda
also
versus
saw it with Guido and Alexis Barriere. You saw the
yeah.
line slip on Guido, and it was the same. It was kind of the same read I had. Same read. I was like, this is going to close. And by the time fight closed, Guido was the favorite, slight favorite, but still a favorite.
Yeah, so if you guys are high on Nick, take Nick now. If you're high on Tiger, wait. I feel like Bernice Prentice. Bernice Prentice is Tiger's old coach. He's been with him since he was 15 years old. He changed camps, and this is a point. I only reference his point. I love when fighters, you don't see it a lot, change camps after a win. I really question guys who change camps, especially long-term guys who've been with you since the amateur. You lose and then you clean house. I don't like when that happens. So Tiger left Bernice Prentice, been with him for a long time. Really good coach out of Cleveland, Ohio. Has a new camp. No longer with Top Rank. This is a Pro Box card. I reference these sort of things because the group, like I played an audio message. My go-to Ohio boxing is Marcus Knoll. He runs Ohio Runs Boxing, right? And we talked about it last night about this fight. Now, I don't know how much of this is loyalty to the Northeast Ohio fighters, but he says that everybody is expecting the Tiger that everybody knows in the gym. I guess the one thing about Tiger Johnson is the kid who is in the amateurs, when you watch how he would perform in the amateurs versus sort of like he's still undefeated, but you saw him stop Castaneda. Castaneda doesn't have the best record, but there was a time where nobody was stopping Castaneda. He's got stopped a couple times late. I think he's lost 6 in a row. So Kendo Castaneda is not really on paper. Everyone's going to say that that was a good performance. But how he fought him was the guy that everybody who's high on Tiger Johnson believes that's who he is. And they're saying that that version, due to this camp change, due to him getting comfortable at 47, they put their hand up to fight Flaz. They really like this front forward pressured matchup style. And something Nick does about his entrance is how he comes into the fire. He really trusts his durability and he's proud. And I feel that over time, not gonna have what is this, a 10 rounder? I think the Tiger's gonna jump on the gas a little bit earlier. He's gonna need more output. And mate, I'm waiting for props to drop because I'm thinking about sprinkling Tiger on the stoppage.
I mean, that's why I wanted to jump on this, because we had to give them the debate, both sides of it, both.
Yeah.
I saw Gary was in the comments. I've always wanted to chop it. Gary,
bring it. Gary, come on.
Oh shit,
Gary,
yeah, have this man on. I've never chopped it up with Gary. I don't even know if he knows what my face looks like.
Oh, for real? I'm gonna send him the link.
It cracks me up too. I'm like, damn, another white boy that wears braids. What's up?
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I do it for like when I compete. So like when I compete, it just, my hair flops everywhere. So it just kind of works out. My ex used to braid my hair, so it was kind of perfect. But now, gotta go pay someone to do it. But
yeah. Dude,
I think that's interesting, man. Like, is there a gear that Tiger Johnson has that we haven't seen yet? That's kind of what it comes down to. Is there that extra gear, that extra space? I haven't seen it yet. And I'm seeing this confidence level from Nick Flaz.
Same.
Watching this tape, man. Like, this is what I love about watching tape. Things you never get to see. And by the way, to note, Luke Santamaria is kind of what you just brought up. Bring me on, Jay.
Tell PJ. Everyone say hi to PJ. Hi, PJ.
I am crying. I've been trying to figure out if that's really muscles or not. Muscles, why'd you unfriend me on Instagram, man? Why'd you unfriend me, Muscles?
That isn't muscles, mate.
No, I know. I just thought.
So what were you saying? You were talking about Santa Maria. Santa
Maria. He's fought some good dudes and never been stopped before. And Flaz is the first one to stop him. And he's systematically. What up, DJ, my dog? Gary,
that's 3D. Gary.
I got like 2 minutes. I can't say. I'm in the middle, so I just wanted to jump on and say what up. And I wanted to ask you what up, by the way.
That's Nick from Breaking Bad Boxing.
Oh, what up, Nick? How you doing, bro?
Good,
Shout
Gary.
Out to you.
Good to finally actually jump on with you. Hope you're doing well, mate. Love your channel.
Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Thank you. I wanted to ask you. I need to have you on, Johnny, for these Australian fights to break them down, because I don't know these fighters. So they're asking me questions. I don't know these guys.
I got you. So I could jump on. So right now, today is Australia's biggest sporting event of the year. It's their Kentucky Derby. It's called the Melbourne Cup. So I'm going to be in a bow tie in like 2 hours. But I've already edited and filmed my May Soliman versus Jazzy Parr tape. I'm uploading it. Stats Don't Lie. I know both fighters. Jazzy Parr. Those odds are going to widen out. I could come on your live to talk about it tomorrow. 100%.
Can you? All right.
Yeah. 100%.
I'll text
Yeah.
you. Text me when you're done with everything you got, and I'll figure out how I'll work around whatever works best for you.
So my Wednesday is your Tuesday night, so I could come on for sure. Yep, lock me in.
Do that. That'll work. All right, cool.
All right, is it you good?
Right.
You anything else?
Yeah,
you good?
I gotta go. I just came on
Real quick, Gary. Before you go, real quick. Tiger Flaz, final prediction. I saw you dropped your video. I don't watch predictions until I do my own. That's why I haven't watched it yet. Who's your final, Nick or Tiger?
I got Tiger on points. It's very close. Tiger on point. I love
we
the
got
over.
Three different props.
Bet to go the distance, but I bet the over. Bet the over. But I like Tiger Johnson. If I had to pick a winner, it's very, very close. I think Tiger Johnson is going to win on volume, and I think his shots are just the flashier shots. Like, he's more skilled. He's going to land the shots from the outside. I think in a very close fight, that's what's going to carry him. But I think the fight's very, very close. I'm not going to argue with you too much. Like, it's very, very close.
Excellent. That's right. I'm on your side on that. Nick just sided with Flaz with some good points. But I'll see you tomorrow on your.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
You gotta love it. You got literally three different views on it. You have a Tiger by decision, a Tiger by stoppage, and you have me, Nick, by decision. So
all right, Nick, I'm gonna keep you got 5 more minutes, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can chop it up. Yeah, I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I took today off, so I'm chilling today.
All right, perfect. So I want to get how do you see this fight going?
Oh man, this is okay. So I think Lubin's gonna give Virgil a lot of issues early. I think Lubin has good responsible entrances, and I think he has good responsible entrances. I think he has good early body works. And one thing that I really like about Lubin is how he jousts his way inside and he follows up top with his hand, follows up with his rear hand. He's always following up with his rear hand. He almost doesn't really take too much time to get his rear hand going. The only problem I have is I think the body work and the consistent pressure of Virgil Ortiz is eventually going to break down Lubin. And I think Virgil Ortiz is going to get a stoppage anywhere from 10 to 12. I think it's a 10 to 12 kind of round stoppage. The odds on him to get a knockout is absolutely insane. But do they have like round group betting right there? You see how it says alternate group betting?
Yep.
What other rounds do they have on your book besides that? Do they have a 7 through 12?
They have like they have 7 through 8. No, they just have 7 through 8, 9 through 10, 5 through 6. They don't have that group.
I mean, the way I would probably
hold on, maybe. Give me 1 second. I'm checking. Total rounds, alternative round.
There we go.
Oh yeah, they have 9 through 12.
I mean, and they'll go to 2 and 3 round. You'll see alternate betting round 2 or 3 right above it. They should have a 7 through 12 then. Go to number 1. Bang. 7 through 12.
No shit.
That's my favorite play right. Dang, got you, bro. These are my favorite plays right here, or large group round bets. And you're hanging over 2 to 1 on Virgil Ortiz at a late round stoppage. And I think this fight ends at a late round stoppage by Ortiz at a pretty high clip. So
yeah, so something that I noticed in the breakdown too, because I always have to. I come about it, like a research journalist, right? I'll start here, and then I gotta. If my point is here, I'm gonna go opposite, contrarian style, and then I'll do deductive reasoning to work my way back to here, the truth, right? So, something about Lubin that I noticed last night. I was up, with Tony Ranone from he has that show with Paulie.
With Paulie, yeah.
Yeah, I'm up, like, I'm always in bed early. I was up late going back and forth, and we're talking about Lubin's style. The thing about Lubin is he loves fighting at mid-range. He really doesn't do his best work in the pocket. His whole game plan is to stay at mid-range, and we were getting to the crux of, like, why he was getting hurt against Seb, is Seb forced him to fight that fight. That wasn't Lubin wanting to fight there. And, he did drop Seb in the 7th, and the damage on his face was crazy, and it was a close fight. But the point is, Virgil fights in your wheelhouse. He's going to force Lubin to fight in a range that Lubin really isn't that comfortable fighting in. I think that's going to be the biggest difference.
That inside pressure and body work is going to be. And one thing about Lubin, I don't know if you've noticed, right? the way he shells in his guard is very susceptible to inside shots under the armpits, like under the armpits, under the elbow, crux of his elbows. Just kind of like the way his shell is, right? It's very susceptible to-
I gotta bring Shia. So Shia Filomeno says, you know what I noticed? Caucasians are great at analysts, but being a boxer is not one of them. Shia's a bit salty though, because his boy John Casimiro got starched against Kameda, and his favorite fighter when he was a kid, Edson Miranda, got knocked out against a Caucasian fighter, Kelly the Ghost Pavlik. So he really never was able to overcome the fact that one of the best middleweights of the era, Pavlik, knocked his boy out. So that being said, Shio Filomena, we appreciate you. We love the comment, and you can leave your racism at the door because we got love for all out here, but we appreciate you.
Got love for everybody. Bunch of people that wouldn't say that to anyone's face, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
never
say that
would.
Because we know what time it is without even saying anything on the internet. We know what time it is. I don't train in a mat with a bunch of sweaty dudes for no reason. Let's just keep it at that.
Ain't that the truth?
Champ. Shout out my boy DJ too, always holding it down for the boys too. Never plays about shit.
Kiza's your boy. Kiza, he's a UK guy, right? Kiza B.
I love Kiza, bro. That man, he is the man, and he cracks me up when he's in it with that English shit talk, that UK shit talk in the group chat. I love him, man. Good spirit.
Same.
I'm glad that me and Kiza are on the same page. Kiza, dude, is a sharp dude, man. I don't think people understand in the group chat.
No,
he hits me up with
a beast.
He hits me up with some dogs, especially MMA and boxing, that are just like kind of slept on, man. And it's like I was saying, DJ's him too, bro. Good eye on certain dogs, man. Just respect the boys.
Dude, we got some monsters in the Discord, bro. Like King of Fitness with the NFL picks. We got who's the other one? Lit the Casual be hitting in the NBA channel. You got Keys is a beast. DJ Green. We got some savages in there.
Absolutely insane, man. Like a great community. It's a literal great community, bro. People are
building, man. We're building. Hey, Nick, so is there anything that it's only Tuesday. I'm going to bring you on we got to talk about the UFC later in the week. I want to actually get your opinion on what's going down, but let's give it at least 24 hours to see if shit comes out with the gambling stuff. Is there any fight? What fights could your boys on your channel expect you to upload? Guys, if you're not following Nick, Breaking Bad Boxing on YouTube, the dude is an animal. Just got his channel going a few months back. It's growing. Go give him some love. As you can tell, he's a savant. Is there any boxing fight that's not getting a lot of love that you got your eye on? You said Stevens versus Fulgham?
Well, there is Steven versus Fulgham. I don't want to kill the name. Benito Lopez versus
Sendabar Erdenbot.
Okay, so you already knew where I was going with that.
Yeah.
I think Benito is going to possibly, even though he's not the highest volume pressure fighter, I think he can cause some issues. I think that's an underrated fight, and I think he can cause some issues. I was going to hit up DJ on Discord specifically about that and see what he thought about that one specifically here too as well. Astrolabia, what up, D's? What up, Mankey?
Akatsuki versus Astrolabia is a good one. But finish your point on Erdenbot versus Benito.
I think he gets caught. Benito is not going to allow him to stop and stare. And Erdenbot has way too many moments of stopping, staring, and checking off. I hate that lackadaisical moments in fighting, and I think that can get him caught in this fight. I think the lines are way off in that fight. You could definitely, you can lean Benito like a plus 200, plus 250. You're hanging plus 600 over my head. Get out.
It's insane.
Get out of here.
The odds are crazy.
At some points, which I understand, sometimes you lose a bet, but sometimes you take a number on a fighter and you're not even mad at the number that you took on the fighter.
100%.
And it was just like, we saw with Bibiano last week. Bibiano was winning that fight. And shout out, Kiza pointed it out to me when it was plus 600. I got in on it when it was at plus 450, I believe it was.
No,
we would have won that bet.
That fight got canceled.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. It got canceled, and we would have won that bet for sure.
100%. I was on Calixto too. Bibiano, I thought those odds were insane.
Yeah, and so yeah, man. So it's just one of those things here specifically. But yeah, man. So there was one more fight, but I can't jump off the screen right now. I can't jump off the screen, or it'll log me out in general to pull up.
I'll bring it up. I'll show you what my book is showing, and then we'll see if we can find it. And then
And
if
to
we
answer your
can't,
question too, as well, too, I know you said what can they be expecting? The videos I'm dropping, no doubt this week is I'm dropping Flaz Tiger within the next hour. I'm gonna edit it right when I'm done jumping off with you.
yeah, get it
No
out.
doubt dropping Virgil versus Lubin, and
Yep.
I'm strongly contemplating dropping Stevens versus Fulgham. I think
So
that's
yep. I'm gonna do that too. I'm doing Stevens Fulgham just to give you a heads up. I'm obviously doing Verge. I'm doing May Soliman, Jazzy Parr. That's coming up now. That's Australia, my wheelhouse. I'm also doing another Aussie fight, guys. If you're unaware, the kid has a lot of hype. Fatty, Munir Fatty. He's a right now domestic guy. He's fighting. The odds are pretty tasty as well. Andrew Hunt. I'm doing two Australian fighters and the ones you said. I think you should do. I think we need more content creators doing fights like Fulgham versus um, Stevens. You know what I mean? That's the more because that'll help both algorithms out. If you break down Stevens and Fulgham and they see that I've broken down Stevens and Fulgham, those two videos, then YouTube will start suggesting those to people who've watched Tiger versus Flaz sort of thing. Did
no,
you know
I
that?
actually will do that in this case.
Yeah.
I actually will
Yeah.
because I was looking for a third video to do this week here because we're
Yeah.
revving up for a crazy November. My
Oh,
goal is
yeah.
to also have Norman Haney out specifically by Sunday because I'm already done with the tape. It just
Yeah.
kind of comes down to the final predictions, and I'm
Yeah.
having a struggle with that with the final prediction on that one. Like
Yeah.
visualizing how do I see this fight goes
Yeah.
round by round on a systematic level. That's a damn good fight. November is a great month for boxing.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
locked.
Bam Rodriguez Puma.
Man, Bam,
Come
Puma is such
on,
a perfect style matchup for Bam.
mate.
It's going to be so fun for the 6 rounds that it lasts.
The thing people sleep on about what Bam does really well, it's kind of hard to pick up if you've never been into a boxing fight before, is in the split second moment, the adjustments Bam Rodriguez makes in a firefight is absolutely insane. When you're watching him, try to pair the jab and then slip and then get caught with maybe a check, and then the next time he pairs the jab and then he fucking feints it and then catches his opponent with the hook. It's like, what? That is like split second shit. And man, there's so much to talk about. Bam, Puma's you're saying under 6.5 is the move.
I think, all right, I should say, I just think Puma stylistically is going to run into something by Bam. He's going to be so willing to exchange in these firefights. He's going to run into something as compared to what we saw with the South African in his last fight. Cafu is just willing to accept the back foot position, try to be more of a slick boxer. As compared to Puma's not playing that game. Puma's going to meet you in the middle and they're going to throw down. If you're giving me a round, if they give me 8.5, if they hang 8.5 over me, fingers crossed. 8.5, that under is a smash spot. Smash spot.
Yeah.
Real quick, last unpopular opinion. This isn't unpopular. I think Bam's pound for pound 5 right now. I think he's pound for pound 5 right now. Top 5 now.
I know what you're gonna say. Go on, say it.
I think Junto Nakatani loses both super fights. I think Bam beats Junto, and I think Inoue beats Junto. Sorry, Junto.
I'm a big Nakatani fan. I love who he trains with too. My issue with Junto
Princessa's my favorite fighter, by the way, bro.
Is in his defensive sort of. He kind of, I don't want to say he has lulls or moments on the outside where he resets, but Bam doesn't have that. If they were to fight, we'll see if that happens. I don't want to think too far ahead. Junto of the 3, it's tough to order. But Bam, Junto, no, anyway, let's have a round robin, baby. Let's see them all.
That's how you get the fight going. I'm fun fact, I'm scared of flying, scared of airplanes, but I've told myself when they officially announce Inoue Nakatani, that'll be my first ever overseas flight is to Japan for that one. There will be no doubt in my mind I'll be going to that.
got to wrap this up shortly. One thing I want to say with things to come, Norman Jr. and Haney, from a game plan perspective, I've been breaking that tape down for a while. I feel that Norman Jr., if this comes to fruition, you could say you heard it here first. I think Norman Jr.'s game plan off jump is going to be matching Devin Haney's feints, his feet, his jab is pairing right off the bat. I bet you he tries to match and mirror his speed and all the movement to let him know that he's just as fast, to then bait him into punching with him. That's how I see this going. I'm excited about it.
That fight's so fun, man. And I know you got to go, man. So I know
I could stay on for an hour, but I got that horse race. I got to put a bow tie on.
Have fun with your bow tie home.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll plan something again this week. All right, brother.
Thanks for having me on. Peace out, boys.
Be good. Be good, boys. I got to wrap it up too, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.